focused national attention.
Denny bloody Midgley.
Oh, you wouldn't like some bacon and egg and a fried slice?
Oh, God forbid.
Or I could do you some kidney and mushroom if you feel like it.
Do me a favour, darling. Leave it out, eh?
Oh, what time did you say you got in last night?
Not late.
It was after midnight.
Only just.
You don't deserve any sympathy.
It's business.
Business.
You don't think I actually enjoyed steaming around looking for the geezer in 37 pubs?
You always enjoy getting a skinful.
I'm telling you, I didn't have time to get a skinful. I did the bunch of grapes, the hare and hounds, the buglers, the Queen's Elm, the Mile House. I did so much walking, I didn't have a chance to get any drinking in. Oh. Here. Have a gaze at that.
It's like you, this. Been around a bit.
Of course it has. It's Victorian. Never judge a sausage by its skin. Have a look what's in it.
Is that what you blew my 15 quid on?
Not blue, invested. I'll probably knock it out for about 80.
£2.50 more like. What kind of a stone is it? Is there a bit of hair in it?
Yes. It's a mourning ring. It's for remembrance. That is a lock of the hair of somebody's fond deceased, so that they'll remember him or her.
I suppose if the truth be known, you spent most of last night yakking to your cronies about the famous footballer we've got in hiding upstairs.
No, I did not. I hope you didn't go blabbing about it either.
Chance would be a fine thing. I never got the opportunity. Unlike some, I never left the house.
All right, fair enough. Oh, do me a favour, darling. Nip up and see if the paper's arrived. I want to see what they've got to say about Wandering Boy today.
What did your last servant die of?
Overwork.
Come with the milk. I didn't hear the doorbell go when you arrived.
Oh, I didn't arrive. I've been here all night. And now I've just got to get back to the flat in case there are any phone calls. Oh, it's mornings like these when you wish you'd spent the night before at home, isn't it?
Her ladyship's been here all night.
Yes, I know. I clocked her going past the window. She's got a pair of legs on her, isn't she?
Yes, well, if he thinks he's going to get the convenience of a double for the price of a single, he's got another think coming. Footballer or no footballer?
All you ever think about is money.
I thought footballers were supposed to conserve their energy anyway.
Yes, they are. When they're at home. That was an away fixture we had with her last night. Here we are. Denny Midgley, the 300,000-plus rated midfield player, was still missing from his club last night when the team left by coach for their visit to Carlisle today. Carlisle? Need a helicopter to get up there for the kick-off.
Go on.
Midgley, who failed to turn up for training on Thursday, has been reported to be unhappy at the club for some time. All efforts to trace the footballer have failed. The ball is in his court, said the club's manager. We are waiting for Denny to contact us. Ernest Pilkington, the club secretary, said he felt sure that Midgley would be found in the London area, where it is known he has many friends. Well, we can corroborate that, can't we? We've seen one of them.
What's he done it for? I mean, how long does he think he can stay up there?
Well, as long as he likes, till they find him. Or until his 50 quid rent money runs out, I suppose.
Well, it'll run out a damn sight quicker if he uses it as a double. I shall go up there and tell him so.
No. You keep out of this, eh?
I beg your pardon?
I'll have a word with him.
Since when have you taken an interest in the comings and goings of our tenants?
Ever since we started letting rooms to world-class soccer stars.
What do you want to have a word with him about?
Well, you never know, do you? I might be able to, help the lad out. Give him a hand.
What for?
You mean what for? Not for anything.
Out of the kindness of your heart, eh?
Well, why not? I might. I happen to know how he feels, what he did it for. Went absent without leave. I know how they treat these soccer stars, you see. You don't. You think it's all big money and swish nightclubs, don't you?
I don't. I don't know anything about it.
Yes, well, I happen to know different. It's not like that at all. They push them about from pillar to post, do this, do that. Their lives aren't their own. It's not all beer and crumpet, believe you me.
All right, then. How much does a fella like him hold down a week?
No, I don't know off the cuff, do I? 100, 150, 200, plus perks.
£200 a week?
Plus perks.
What perks?
Well, you know, newspaper articles, advertising, wearing a cardigan on the front of a knitting pattern, advertising gravy cubes, you know, that sort of thing.
Well, he needn't look to me for sympathy. The sooner he pushes off back where he belongs and stops behaving like a spoiled child, the better for all concerned.
You see, there you go. You've got no idea of the pressures of the big time. You just don't comprehend the dog-eat-dog existence of life at the top.
And you do, I suppose.
Well, more than you do, apparently. Yes, I happen to feel sorry for the lad, that's all. I should think he could do with a friend. Someone on his side.
The only lad you ever felt sorry for in your entire life is the one that looks back at you when you shave in the morning. And if he's got you on his side, he better watch his step. And his wallet.
You just don't comprehend at all, do you? Not at all.
Naff off.
It's me.
Who's me?
Clive Lawson, the landlord. I let you the room.
And?
I just wondered if I could have a word.
I'm in the bath, whack. Some other time, eh?
I only came out to ask if I could do anything for you, that's all, mate.
Oh, very nice of you to offer, but I don't want no errands run today.
Yes, but if I could just have a word.
Don't you know when you're not wanted, Chuffer, or do I have to spell it out? I am on top of the world for razor blades, soap and shaving cream.
Suit yourself, Mr. Midgley. Have it your way.
Come in, Mr.
Lawson.
All right.
Clive Lawson.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm terrible with names.
Yes, I know. Johnson, Jackson, Jenkinson, Midgley. You even have trouble with your own, don't you?
Is that how you found out who I am?
No, I saw your picture in the paper.
Yeah, well, not surprising, is it, really? Are you sussing me out? I mean, when you think of it, the surprising thing is that you didn't suss me when they rang the bell.
No, I'm not a football fan.
Cricketing man, are you?
Well, odd once from the GGs. Apart from that, I haven't got time for sporting hang-ups.
Really? You do surprise me. Not even indoor sports, eh?
Well, I'm a married man to all intents and purposes, Mr. Midgley.
Denny! Denny!
Denny. Yes, you've met my lady, Denny. I very rarely get the opportunity for a bit on the side, though I do maintain an eye for the finer points from the touchline, you know. And I'd say you were playing in the First Division in more senses than one.
Do you mean Madeline?
Oh, I don't know her name. I've just seen her from the basement window.
Nice bed.
Fantastic. From what I've seen of her, I mean.
A bit twitchy, like. Bit tense. But then a lot of these naughty birds are like that, aren't they? They're like racehorses, you know what I mean.
Right. Yes, I'm not surprised you nicked off and headed away down here. I'd have done exactly the same thing if I'd had the good fortune to be in your shoes.
How do you mean?
What, having a bird like that in London? It's understandable.
You're not suggesting I threw a moody at the club because of her, are you?
Well, I thought...
Oh, give over, Clive, will you? Ah, she's only one of many. She's way down the availability list on my team sheet. As a matter of fact, I was thinking of putting her up for a free transfer when this little upset blew over. Hey, I'll tell you what. I could arrange an introduction if you like. If you fancy, you know, putting in a bid for the ladies' services.
No, I'm hardly in her division, Denny. Thanks all the same. I don't think I could wine her and dine her in the manner to which she's been accustomed.
Neither do I. But you could chance your arm. Still, if I can't line you up with Madeline, what other little, goodies can we put in your way?
Sorry, how do you mean?
Well, it's what you're up here for now, isn't it? In this room. I mean, you've sussed out who I am, so you've trolled up here hoping there's a win bonus due to you.
No.
No?
No, not at all.
Shall I tell you something? I'm really glad to hear that. Sorry, what was your name again?
Clive Lawson.
I'm really glad to hear that, Clive. You don't mind me calling you Clive, do you? You call me Denny, I'll call you Clive. I am delighted to hear that you're not up here on the make. Because if you was up here on the make, shall I tell you what I'd have to offer? A hard time. Possibly a thick ear.
Well, now, let's leave that out. I told you I haven't come up here to con you out of anything.
No. But just for the record, Clive, just for the book, Mr. Lawson. Let me put you square on the situation. Because if you had come up here on the make, let me just explain how you wouldn't be entitled. I mean, just supposing, like, you'd come in here and you'd said, hello there, Denny, I see you keeping your head down from the club for a day or two. And I said, right. And you said, right, yo then, Denny, how about lobbing me a couple of quid and I won't breathe a word to no one?
Look, I said let's leave that out. That's not my game. That's blackmail.
No, let's not be harsh. Let's not put nasty words to it. Not blackmail, it's more like, protection, isn't it? But anyway, since you're not going to cop on for anything, doesn't matter what we call it, does it?
I came out to see if I could do you any favours, and that's all.
Oh, yes, mate. The world's full of blokes like you. Helpful Burks, too good to live.
Just a minute.
Look, I'll tell you why I naffed off from the club, shall I? For no naffing reason whatsoever, no reason at all, because I'm like that. A fruitcake, on or off the field, and not. A fool to myself. I am. I felt like having a few days off from the club, so I took them. And I'm ready to go back any time. And that's why you wouldn't stand a chance of copping on for any bread. Because if you'd come up here and said to me, I'm going to ring the club and tell them you're here, I'd have said, ring them, chuffer, I don't care. I don't mind. It'd suit my book. I've just about had this place right up to here. The wallpaper gets up me wick, and I'm not in love with the landlord either.
Yes, well, I have been known to get the needle myself with some tenants, Mr. Midgley. Famous footballer or not, you wouldn't be the first one to go out of here on his ear.
What? And give me back my 50 quid? Never. I've met your type before, mate. Money first all the time. And anyway, I've got a sneaking suspicion it's not you that makes the decisions round here, it's your missus. So, if there's nothing else I can do for you, like sign a club programme, yours in sport, Denny Midgley, I'll say goodbye. Hey, I'm not just a fruitcake, you know. I'm a shrewd one, too. Have fun and cheerio.
Well, you took your time. Made yourself a little friend, have you?
Big-headed to live, that one. Doesn't deserve any help.
I thought you were the only one who understood him. You have changed your tune. You're never in, are you? Not when my feet are killing me and I'm gagging for a cup of tea. There you are. How do you do it?
What's that?
Time your entrances. You must smell me putting the kettle on.
Great, I'm dying for a cup of tea.
And it's all you will get. I must have been to 20 shops at least, and I couldn't seem to find you anything nice to eat.
Never mind, love. I thought I might take you out to eat tonight. Fancy that new Italian place. Spot the old spaghetti bolognese and a couple of bottles of Chianti Plonk.
Well, you've certainly come back in a more agreeable mood than the one you went out in.
Well, I've had a good morning, haven't I? Oh, you've been treating yourself again, I see.
How good a mood are you in?
Try me.
Well, if you think the spaghetti bolognese is coming out of the footballer's 50 quid, you've got another thing coming.
You haven't done it all, have you?
Apart from the 15 quid I gave you, yes, I've spent £35 on me. I've bought a shirt, 2 pairs of slacks, and some underwear. Price of clothes. Well, I could stop in and watch the telly, I suppose.
No, not at all. I told you. It's my treat.
I beg your pardon.
I told you tonight I'm taking you out.
Don't tell me. You've had another stroke of luck. You've let the second floor double to Mohammed Ali.
There are more ways of making money than letting rooms, you know.
Oh, you could have fooled me. Well, go on, then. Surprise me.
That Victorian mourning ring, I've knocked it out.
No.
You see, you've got no faith in my antique know-how. I told you it was worth a bomb, didn't I?
How much?
Guess.
Well, 15 you paid for it. You never sold it for twice as much. 30.
How does 75 grab you?
You didn't. Cash or cheque?
Cash, readies.
I don't believe it. Show me.
Ah, well, there's a slight problem there. I haven't exactly got the money yet, you know, not in my hand.
I might have known.
Well, that's how business is done, love. God almighty, woman, when are you going to show an ounce of belief in me?
I'll believe it when I see it.
You'll apologise for that remark when I'm lashing you up on spaghetti and chips. No, it's all right, love. I'll get it. Oh.
Oh,
Yes?
Mr. Clive Lawson.
Yes?
Alec Jeffreys. We spoke on the telephone.
Come in. You didn't actually mention anything about bringing a photographer.
I didn't actually mention I wouldn't bring one, did I?
And it's the missus, you know. She runs the place. She worries about the wrong kind of publicity.
Oh, she won't get that from us, Tosh. I'll give her a 4-star mention, tell her in the article. Cross knives and forks. Right, where is he?
No, hang on. What about the, you know...
As soon as you produce me lad, oh, yeah.
I want to see the colour of the 75 quid first, don't I?
You There it is. As soon as you show us where Denny is, it's yours.
Right, this way.
He's in there.
Naff off!
That's him then, isn't it?
Yeah, that's him, all right. Denny? Denny, it's me, Alec Jeffreys.
There's no Denny Midgley in here, Wack. My name's Sorry Sodgers and I'm a jockey on my honeymoon.
Come on, Denny, don't you give me a hard time. I've always played it straight with you. All I want's a statement, I'll leave you alone.
Stick this across your back page then, Alec.
Come on, Denny. Now do yourself a favour, son. I'm on my own. Now you give me an exclusive story that's worth a few bob. You muck me about, I'll have half a Fleet Street down here within the hour. Your life won't be your own. Well, think about it, eh? What's it going to be? Are you better off talking to me and earning, or not getting a penny and having 40 or 50 reporters hammering on this door?
Now look here.
There's a good lad. I always knew you was a footballer with a bit more sense than most.
So it was you, was it? Brought him up here. You're a bigger louse than I give you credit for.
No, not me, mate, no. I only opened the door and showed them up. I didn't tell them you were here, right?
Well, if it was him, Denny, I wouldn't say so, you know that. Anyway, what's it matter? Whoever it was done you a favour. Now, look, where do we go from here? You can't report back to your club till Monday morning. Why don't you spend the rest of the weekend down here as a guest of my paper?
Where?
A 5-star hotel. Private room en suite. All mod cons, room service. Bring in who you like. You know what I mean. All I want's half an hour on your own with me. Oh, stone me, son. You can't be worse off than you are here.
Lay off it, will you? This story, Alec.
Only the usual. Nothing outrageous. No disclosures, no comebacks. Why you had it away? What you been doing since you've been down here?
Yeah, but, kind of puts in it how I got turned over for 50 quid for one night's kipping at Tatty Bed Sitter.
Leave it out.
Did he?
No, he did not. He gave me 50 quid in advance for as long as he chose to stay.
Well, it's his story, Tosh. All I'm going to do is write the words.
Hang about, I'll just get a few things together. We'll be out of here.
Where have you been? What's going on?
Nothing at all. The press are upstairs. They found out Midgley's here.
Oh, that's all we need, that kind of publicity.
What kind of publicity?
Bad publicity. Somebody using this place as a hideout makes it sound like a den of thieves. Who told them?
Well, I don't know. That long-legged bird, probably. What does it matter? We've been harbouring a footballer, not a mass murderer.
Now then, boss.
Mrs. Lawson. Mrs. Dorothy Lawson.
Oh, will you do us a favour? If that lovely bird comes back, will you tell her her telly's upstairs? And I'll be in touch. Sometime. Oh! And you want to keep an eye on that husband of yours? He's a bit of a bad one on the quiet.
Why did you say that?
What?
What he just said.
Oh, what did he say? I didn't hear.
It wasn't you, was it? That phoned the newspaper.
Charming. Is that what you think I'd do? Is that what you think I am?
Oh, I'm sorry to bother you again. Could I have a word with your husband, do you think? I'm sorry for being a nuisance. I've got to ask you to sign for the 75 smackers. I would have asked earlier, but I didn't like to in front of the lad. It creates bad feeling, you know. Cheers. Thank you.
£75 for a morning ring.
I caught a cold on the ring.
Give me back my £15.
What for?
You borrowed £15 and I want it back before you spend your £75 Judas money.
But I didn't actually get £75, Doc.
$15. He was right, that footballer. You are a bit of a bad one. You're a bloody awful one.